This is Bumper to Bumper, the car show. Drive in anxious and cruise out confident. With the best automotive information for your vehicle. And now your hosts, Matt Allen and Dave Riccio.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bumper Radio. I am Matt Allen. Dave Riccio has decided to take the day off to take care of some things today. And so I will be your KTAR car guy today, along with one of our bumper-to-bumper body shops. You don't hear us talking about body shops very often. Everybody wants to know about the muffler and the brake job and the rattle noise and the problems we have with the check engine light. But besides all those fantastic auto repair shops we have out there, we've got a group of body shops on Bumper to Bumper, and one of those guys is my favorite, and has been ever since.
Long-time friend.
Yeah, that's right, long-time friend. We had to go off to a rocky start. But,
yep. Yes, we did.
But so we've got Kevin Rowe from I-17 Collision in here today. Welcome, Kevin.
Good morning, everybody.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Kevin's going to be a superstar here one day, huh?
Maybe my wife is.
Right?
I don't know.
Right? We were talking before the show. Kevin and I first met. I was a technician at Camelback Porsche 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had a Mustang GT I thought was a pretty cool car. I had a full head of hair, too. Kevin still does.
Uh-huh.
I don't anymore, as Carrie just so graciously pointed out. But I crashed my Mustang GT, and Kevin worked at the body shop. Now, we didn't have a body shop at Camelback Porsche where I was a tech.
Yeah.
And the body shop where Kevin worked did all the body work, and so they fixed my car. But it didn't come out very good. They probably told this story once or twice.
Yeah, we have.
A couple scratches, and the owner of the body shop, this guy Dave, was like, and Kevin's like, no, man, this isn't right. So Kevin's the manager standing up telling the boss, wait a minute, we're not putting this thing out here. Matt's right. This paint job didn't come out right. So I knew Kevin was the real deal then. And then Kevin, off to bigger and better things, went and opened I-17 Collision.
Yeah, we kind of grew up in business together.
Yeah.
You started your own thing, stopped turning wrenches, and I ended up, I've been in it now for 19 years. You're a little bit ahead of me, though.
Has it been that? I thought it might have been a little bit longer. So you went over to I-17 Collision when it was on I-17 and Northern, right?
I-17 in Glendale. The building's still there. It's vacant. A tiny, tiny little spot.
Is that sign still up?
It is, yeah. The sun's kind of had its way with it, though, that's for sure. It's getting kind of faded out. But, we've kind of grew up in business together.
Yeah. So I-17 Collision, and that's one of the things we want to talk about today is being in an accident.
Yeah.
There's two people, the people who have had an accident and the people who are going to have an accident.
There's the third category. There's the people who keep on having accidents, too. I got my share of those that keep coming back.
What's the stat? 7 years?
Yeah,
about
like 7 to 10 years. Yeah.
So you're ready to pull that pull the handle on the slot machine if you're in for 7 years.
Yep.
So a lot of stuff. You're never prepared for an accident. It's always a shocker. I'm going to get in an accident today.
Yep.
But what can we do, Kevin, I have some ideas about being prepared just for the mental part of it. Your world changes, especially if you're at fault, or if you're not at fault, you're mad.
Yep. There's a lot of emotion that goes into it. It's the adrenaline starts rushing, and honestly, it gets to be to where if you're not prepared ahead of time, you can't think clearly in the moment a lot of times unless you already have your game plan ready to go. So what I recommend for all my customers and anybody I know is just really know what you're going to do ahead of time. Mm-hmm. So if it happens and you'll have your ability to document what you need to document. Mm-hmm. Know how your insurance company app works for taking pictures and actually taking pictures with your own phone of the accident scene. Knowing, okay, I need to get statements from witnesses. Mm-hmm. I need to call the police. That's a biggie that a lot of people don't do. Just like if it's not a big thing, this happens. I see it in my shop every week and
suddenly this guy's got amnesia.
Yeah, exactly. It happens all the time. Just like, no, call the police, even though they're trying, hey, let's not call the insurance, not call the police. I see it time and time again where people get taken advantage.
And that's the emotion thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can have emotions of, you're mad at this guy, just wrecked my great car, or this or that or the other, or you have the emotion of, Oh, I feel bad for that lady.
That happens all the time.
I felt bad for that. He's just a 16-year-old kid. He didn't mean to rear end me.
Yep.
And so that emotion kicks in. Pascal that worked at my shop, his daughter goes to Horizon High School. Maybe it's one of her friends. And I'll tell you, you want to talk about emotion, and this girl luckily was told by her parents what exactly to do.
Yep.
And of course, so you have this 16-year-old driver there in the neighborhood, and bam, she gets hit. Well, the other woman was at fault, and it was clear that the other woman was at fault.
Yeah.
But you know what she did? She started manipulating her mind. She went to this 16-year-old girl and started saying, "You this and you that, and you're lucky this, and I'll tell you what, we won't call the police." And so she comes out and makes this girl believe that the accident was her fault when it wasn't.
Yep.
Because she's got this adult, this authority figure, and this woman was trying to manipulate this little girl, and she stuck to her guns. No, I'm calling the police. This is what my parents told me to do.
Yeah, she was prepared ahead of time. Exactly. That's my point with all of it. It's knowing, just going down your checklist. Like, I have to call the police regardless of how I feel about the situation. I honestly recommend it, even if you're on private property. They can't sometimes make a report, but you can get something documented.
Well, they'll facilitate the exchange of information.
Basically, especially if there's emotions involved, it's really great to have a neutral third party doing that, and that's why I recommend. That's another reason I recommend having the police there, because tempers can fly. I actually got in a wreck a bunch of years ago, and it was one of those situations where, it kind of like it was one of those 50-50 fault things, and but boy, the person that I was involved with wasn't very happy with me, so I dialed 911 and I got him out there because I'm like, I'm not handling this myself.
Some people want to fight.
Whatever. You don't know what's going on, road rage stuff. Sure, all of that. So having knowing your plan of documentation, knowing your plan of communication, and then knowing at the accident scene and after the accident scene. Okay, now we've got my car back. It didn't go on the tow truck, or it got in the tow truck. What do I do now?
Well, let's talk about that with the tow truck. And we talked briefly before the show.
Yeah.
If you're injured, or there's somebody in your party, your family, your group, one of your passengers, your car is injured, forget about the damn car.
Yeah.
We got to focus now on staying safe, making sure that your people are taken care of.
Yep.
And same thing for the matter with the other people. But if your car is maybe drivable or maybe not drivable, however, it shouldn't be driven. Maybe it's leaking fluids. It's not a horrible accident. You're not injured. Or maybe you got rear-ended and all the taillights are broken. Yeah, you could probably drive that car home. But one of the problems when the cars aren't real bad that I've seen, because I used to have a tow truck company, and we towed a lot of cars, and we towed for the insurance companies, and we had a hard time, and I don't know if it's still like this, Kevin, we had a hard time, once that tow yard gets the car there, they make it nearly impossible to get it out. And part of the reason, it's part of government, is that everything's done on a low bid, the lowest. Some of these tow companies bid 1 cent to tow a car.
Yeah.
Well, we know they can't tow a car for a penny. It's just not, economics just doesn't work out like that. So what they, I think what the business model is they want to hold the car hostage, because now they get to charge $35 or $40 a day storage, and then they're hoping to get the retow where they charge an exorbitant amount.
Yeah, where they tow back out of the tow yard to the repairing shop. Yeah, what I recommend, again, it's one of those game plan things where you can save a lot of days and all the hassle of getting your car released from a tow yard if you get in an accident, is to know ahead of time, well, if I get in a wreck, the bumper to bumper radio shops, who's my pick out of that team?
Yeah.
Where do I want my vehicle to go, and have them take it straight from the accident scene to either my shop or Dave's shop.
And
Leo's shop.
Yeah, we've got First Class Auto Body down in Scottsdale, Campus Body Salon, north side of Tempe.
Yeah, we cover the whole valley with bumper shops.
And then Kevin's over there off I-17, 23rd Avenue in Peoria.
Yep.
So any one of those shops, and again, these guys are also contracted. So if you've got some cash on you, they won't take a check, they won't take a credit card typically. Hopefully you've got some cash so you can hit the ATM. Take the car to your house and get it towed out overnight. I have it happen to me all the time. Our regular customers will get an accident. Just tow it to my shop.
Yeah.
It'll be there in the morning. It's in a safe, trusted place, and then we're going to have it sent over to I-17 collision or whatever.
Yeah, we do that a fair amount, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. So if you can keep possession of your car, do that. Stay safe. But remember, you're going to have an accident. So have the phone number to I-17 collision written down in your glove box, or go over this with your kids.
Oh, that's
we're
such a big
sending
deal.
Kids out. New drivers. Gosh, we could talk all kinds of. We're bouncing all over the place. You don't want to go admit fault. Don't go talking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You take pictures, document, go write down fresh notes. There's all kinds of things you can do to protect yourself. But first and foremost, we worried about you. You got to stay safe.
Got to stay safe.
And we'll talk some more about that stuff too. 602-277-5827. That's the phone number. That's how you can get in on this action. We're going to talk about how to the weather's getting nice, although it looks a little gloomy today.
Yeah.
Now's the time of year to get a nice coat of wax on your car. Get the tires shined up. Get that thing taken care of and washed. There's some stuff you don't want to do that can ruin your paint, ruin your new wax job. We can talk about that. Kevin can talk about paint processes, dealing with the insurance company. You got all these driver control systems and traction control things going on. All that is changing the game in the body shop. And Kevin, I bet you see cars come in with the batteries smashed up all the time, right?
All the time.
From
Yeah,
accidents.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And it's one thing at the body shop. It seems like the battery always dies. So if your car is in a wreck and you need a new battery, or we're heading into summer now, batteries are going to leave you stranded. Batteries are going to cause weird problems if they're not right. So you want to be having your battery checked. And if you need a battery, Interstate batteries are a good resource. And the reason they're named Interstate, well, I don't know if it's the reason they're named Interstate batteries, but hence the name. Across the interstates of this United States, you can get that Interstate battery warranted everywhere. They've got the Megatron, Megatron Plus, all different batteries for all different kinds of cars, and they're warranted nationwide. So if you need one, again, an accident's like a battery. You're either going to need one or you need one now. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But we'll be right back.
Trust. It's hard to earn and sometimes even harder to find. If you live or work in downtown Phoenix, Matt Allen's Virginia Auto Service is celebrating over 20 years of award-winning service at the corner of 7th Street and Virginia. Recognized as one of the best service shops in the country, their customers have come to trust Virginia Auto Service for its A+ rating by the BBB, 2-year 24,000-mile warranties, and free transportation to and from your home or office. 20+ years of earning your trust. Virginia Auto Service. They're serious about service.
Are you ready for the thrill of Good Guys Autocross, the rumble of Nitro Thunderfest, and the power of a tire-smoking burnout competition? When it cruise on out to the Good Guys 10th Spring Nationals Giant Car Show, March 15th through the 17th at Westworld of Scottsdale. Feast your eyes on over 2,500 chromed and candy-colored rods, customs, classics, muscle cars, and trucks. It's all going down at Westworld of Scottsdale, March 15th through the 17th. With the Good Guys. Cool cars, cool people, good times. Details at good-guys.com. Gotta get to the car show.
Boy, Carrie's always picking the good jams to reopen the show. So welcome back to Bumper Radio. I'm Matt Allen. Dave Riccio is off today. Kevin Rowe from I-17 is our I-17 Collision, I should say. I-17 Collision is in helping me carry on some conversation today. And I'll give you a little piece about Kevin. When I met Kevin, he was doing the Christian rock.
I was.
He was a rocker,
oh, yeah.
Rocking out of church. And playing the band, his wife was singing. And then you've kind of transitioned, or not kind of, you made a transition into country, right?
Oh, yeah. We've been playing country music around the state and regionally, and, get back to Nashville every bit. And, yeah, We've done really well. So is Sherry, my wife. She's pretty spectacular, actually.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. And you guys have played over in Europe doing some stuff. They like the country music in Poland, right?
It's crazy, but they do. There's a huge country music influx in all of Europe. Italy, Germany, Poland, everywhere back there. Yeah, it's really neat.
And then you've got a pretty big gig coming up. You want to say anything about that?
I do, yes. We've have the privilege of on the 23rd of this month.
Yeah, March. It's on March
already.
It
is March already. Oh, my goodness. Where Sherry is going to be performing alongside Reba McEntire and Barry Manilow, of all things, at Celebrity Fight Night, where we are blessed and privileged. It's really amazing.
I can see the glow in your face when you're telling me, like, man, I can't believe this.
I'm so happy for her. And like I was telling you before the show, I was like a little bit freaked out because it's there's a bunch of A-listers there, and for the band to play. I'm like, I'm a little bit relaxed that I don't have to play now. So that's pretty neat. Yeah.
So when you go to these bumper-to-bumper radio shops, like, again, we're talking about body work. We're talking about anything today, by the way. But so we're not just a bunch of greasy old schleps. We got some a wide variety of talent here. We've got the musicians, just all kinds of things that the people in the network do. So that's really cool to see. So 602-277-5827. It's 602-277 KTAR. That's how you get a hold of the show. And it doesn't matter what the question is. We have Kevin in today talking about the body shop and some of the repair processes and how to be prepared, save yourself some time and headache, like we talked about in the beginning, and not letting just little things, not letting the car go off on the pirate ship of a tow truck.
Yeah,
because that's that's what it can be like. A pirate, they're gone. They're gonna hold that sucker as long as they can until they get their ransom. They want their treasure. There you go. So again, the phone call doesn't have to be about body work. Maybe you've got an oil change you think is past due, but it's really not. Oil changes aren't that 3,000-mile thing anymore. It's just, I think it's a waste of resources, waste of time, a waste of money. So maybe you've got a bunch of repairs or you've got a recall. Anything that's wrong with your car, we can help you sort that out. It's 602-277-5827. It's 602-277 KTAR. So this morning, first Saturday of every month, in case you don't know, and if you're a car person, I went to Cars and Coffee. Excuse me. So Cars and Coffee, and every first Saturday, it's up at the Dick's Sporting Goods, 56th Street and, not 56th Street, Mayo and Scottsdale Road. And there's some serious hardware up there today. I mean, Lamborghini, McLaren.
Wow.
Nice Porsche. I got my poor man's Porsche, the old, 73 914 Volkswagen. So it just feels very inadequate when I pull in there and park next to a GT3, car that's, a couple $100,000 or something. But there's, some serious stuff. There's old rat rods. There's Subarus. They have all the different aisleways set up. And if you want to just go take the kids out, I took my daughter this morning, and she surprisingly was very interested.
Oh, that's good fun.
The car. She liked the, I was showing her the new Ferraris and stuff. She's like, man, she liked the old Volkswagen Bug.
No kidding.
I like that cream colored one with the surfboard rack. She was into that.
Oh yeah, I'm tracking right with her. That's awesome.
So I can tell you one thing about these cars up there. They don't go to the drive-through car wash.
They don't.
No, they don't. Now I do, because it's easy, it's convenient.
Sure.
But certain cars I won't take to the drive-through car wash. Kevin, do you see? I know you paint a lot of cars. You see wrecked cars. I can just imagine some people ruin their paint washing their car. There's a way to go about doing this the right way.
Absolutely is. Oh man, I have so many stories of customers coming in and they have bird poop. Can I say poop on the radio?
You can.
Okay.
We don't have a poop emoji.
That they left on for too long. Gosh, there's a few stages. There's the immediate reactivity stuff when you're dealing with paint care. When it comes to tree sap, bird poop, any of that kind of thing, that needs to be removed right away, especially and removed with the proper materials and rags, that kind of thing, because people will end up ruining their paint jobs by leaving all of that on for too long, because those elements are acidic. They'll etch into your clear coat.
Well, and the bird poop, the biology of a bird, they poop and pee from the same spot.
Yep.
It's nasty stuff.
Yep.
I didn't realize tree sap, though.
Tree sap, yeah, that's also acidic, and it'll actually etch in a similar way into the clear coat. So, and it's harder to get off, because if it hardens, if you leave it on there for too long, it just gets like real hard.
Well, I think my wife's car, the BMW, you painted the hood, or you painted the whole car after some touch-up and stuff, and there was a spot, and I was like, what is this, Kevin? You're like, oh, it's some bird poop. And it was actually lifting the paint.
Yeah.
It had sucked in far enough. And that's not really what I had in mind. I mean, there are just stuff that you need to take care of. But I was giving my son a hard time. He's like, I'm going to go get the car washed. I'm like, what do you mean you're going to go get it washed? Don't you mean you're going to wash it? Oh, no, I'm going to go to the car wash. I'm like, no, dude. With whose money? I understand you don't have a job and you get very good grades and you're involved in your sports and that's your job to do all that stuff, but you can't afford a car wash. I can.
Right, exactly.
But of course I opened my big mouth and I said, okay, I'm going to take you, Ludwig. We're going to go and I'm going to teach you the right way to wash your car. There's a wrong way to wash the car, right?
There absolutely is. Oh my goodness. And that's a part of there's the immediate reactivity stuff like the bird stuff and all that. But then there's just the maintenance that needs to happen on a regular basis to make sure, we live in Arizona and the sun is not our friend out here when it comes to longevity of paint jobs.
Or the fine mist of dirt, and then somebody leans against your car.
Yep.
That's a little bit like sandpaper rubbing your butt up against it, or the belt buckle, something like that. But when Ludwig was going to go get the car wash, and I'm kind of griping at him for $20 at the car wash, so my big mouth, I'd take him over to Checker Auto or Napa, wherever we went, and they'd spend $100 on car wash supplies.
That's easy to do if you're doing it right, though. That's the thing.
So what do we need to wash the car right?
Okay.
We need car wash soap, not dishwashing soap. We're gonna blast through this, Kevin, because we got about a minute and 40 seconds.
Okay. Yep. Car wash soap.
A good wash mitt.
A good wash mitt. One separately if you're going to use it on the tires and rims. One separately for those as opposed to the body.
I got a brush.
Brushes are great.
Wheel brush.
Fantastic.
You got to have a separate one for the wheels.
Yep.
And if you're going to have, there's another little softer one that has some. You look at the tip of the bristle, and they're a little softer for doing the bugs on the grill area.
Exactly.
Stuff like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You have to use the right tool for the right job. And then microfiber cloths for cleaning the exterior. Don't use like an old dish rag or anything like that, because those will grab contaminants and they'll actually cause scratches in your paint.
Right. Well, and I want to talk about causing scratches in the paint. The other thing, the kids want to help. I love some of these memes I see, like on Father's Day. It said, "I love my daddy," and it had the picture of the girl who had just carved it into the side of the car with the with the screwdriver. But the kids are helping you wash the car, and that's all great and fun family time. But when they drop that rag on the ground, no, don't go pick it up and get it out of your wash bucket and get the sand off of it. You gotta keep that thing safe and clean. You don't want that scratching up the paint.
Yep.
And you need some spray wax. We can talk a little bit more about the car should be waxed maybe twice a year.
Yeah, I recommend twice a year.
And I like some spray wax because when you go take the bird droppings off, then you go hit the spray wax on that little area, give it a quick shine with your
touches
microfiber.
it up. That's all good.
And like I told Ludwig and everybody else at home, this stuff is for washing the car. That's it.
Yep.
That's it, just for that stuff. So we'll be right back. We've got Steve on hold, and we can take more callers, 602-277-5827. Back with you in a couple minutes. You're listening to Bumper Radio.
It sounds like they've just had the Accurate Automotive experience. We're family-owned and operated and have served the Mesa, Tempe, Gilbert communities for over 22 years. We focus on building long-lasting relationships and, listening to you so that we can understand, meet, and exceed your expectations. One location, 14 bays, 88 years of automotive expertise, and a passionate commitment to customer service and excellence. My name is Lee Weatherby, and I approve this message because it's true. We love what we do, and we want to do it for you. Accurate Automotive, the home of friends serving friends.
Some say one of the worst sounds you can hear is a car crash.
Yes, and all the stress that goes with that can be worse.
The accident is stressful enough. The repair process doesn't have to be. Hi, this is Kevin,
Dave,
and Leo,
and we're the collision team at Bumper to Bumper Radio.
Individually, we own Campus Body Salon, I-17 Collision, and First Class Auto Body. Together, we're an unbeatable team working for you, not the insurance company, to get your job done right. Check us out at bumpertobumperradio.com.
Here's what Carrie from Tempe had to say about her experience with Good Works Auto Repair.
As soon as you realize, I need to get some work done on my car, I'm sure the thought occurs to you that you're about to get taken for a ride. I used to share the same sentiment and wondered if the shop was going to make something up and have me spending hundreds of dollars instead of $30 I was planning on for a simple oil change. This is one of the reasons I will only go to Good Works Auto Repair. Because I trust them. Putting trust in an auto shop didn't come easily. It's been built over several visits with them doing exactly what was needed, not coercing me into unnecessary work. Ask them for an oil change and a safety inspection, they do just that. No baloney, list of filters, belts, and whatchamacallits that need replacing on my new car. Thank you, Good Works Auto Repair, for being there for me when I need you.
Appreciate the kind words. It's always a pleasure. Glenn Hayward here. Come experience what award-winning auto service should be. Good Works Auto Repair in Tempe, or visit us at goodworksautorepair.com.
News station.
KTAR. On air, 92.3 FM. Online at KTAR.com. And streaming live on the KTAR News app. Your breaking news and traffic now.
KTAR News time is 11:30. I'm Nailea Leon. Heading to the West Valley, you might see something that wasn't there before. The Arizona Cardinals have now have streets named after them. Glendale Mayor Jerry Wires and the City Council voted unanimously to rename a portion of Bethany Home Road Cardinals Way.
While traveling along Loop 101, you'll see Cardinals Way signage replacing the existing Bethany Home Road. Glendale will replace 7 arterial signs at this current intersections, Bethany Home Road at 83rd, 91st, 95th, and 99th Avenues.
Mayor Wires says this is a way to honor the Cardinals for the significant economic and community impact they make in the city. And if you're driving in Scottsdale, keep an eye out for some new photo radar cameras. The cameras will take your picture if you happen to run a red light or if you are 11 miles over the speed limit. The new locations are southbound Scottsdale Road at Pinnacle Peak. Now let's check in with traffic. Here's Mike Daniels in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
Thank you, Nylia. We have 2 right lanes blocked in the 10 westbound, right between 51st and 59th Avenue due to road work. This restriction in place until 6 p.m. tonight. We got a crash in Scottsdale, Thomas Peak Parkway just north of Bell Road at Wingate Ranch Road, and a wreck at Union Hills just west of Cave Creek Road to watch out for. This traffic report brought to you by Smokey's Garage Door. Is your garage door squeaking, rattling, or just not working? The pros at Smokey's Garage Door will get you back on track fast. Free estimates and same-day service available. Just click Smokey'sGarageDoor.com. I'm Mike Daniels, KTAR News.
Right now it's 67 degrees in Laveen. Weather brought to you by Howard Air. I'm Nailea Leon on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
Listen live or listen when you want to. Stream KTAR News live or get podcasts on demand. Subscribe to podcasts from Arizona's Morning News. Bruce St. James and Pamela Hughes, Mac and Gatos, Chad Benson, and have them delivered directly to your phone so you can catch up on what's happening whenever you have time to listen. Live streaming audio on the KTAR News app is presented by Sanderson Ford.
Trust. They say it takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. It doesn't come easy, and you have to earn it every day to stay in business, right? Hi, Dave Riccio from Tri-City Transmission and co-host of Bumper to Bumper Radio. As Arizona's oldest and most trusted transmission shop, we are determined to keep building on a reputation that we've worked hard to earn by doing the right thing every time for our customers. Yes, honesty is our policy, but we go a step further and back it up with experience and the expertise to be able to give you comfort to know that if you are going to have to spend money on a transmission, that A, you actually need it, and B, that it's done by the most qualified experts at a fair price. I guarantee it. Tri-City Transmission, handcrafted since 1972. Go where friends trust to send their friends. Check us out online at TriCityTransmission.com. That's TriCityTransmission.com. TriCityTransmission.com.
Trust. It's hard to earn and sometimes even harder to find. If you live or work in downtown Phoenix, Matt Allen's Virginia Auto Service is celebrating over 20 years of award-winning service at the corner of 7th Street and Virginia. Recognized as one of the best service shops in the country, their customers have come to trust Virginia Auto Service for its A-plus rating by the BBB, 2-year 24,000-mile warranties, and free transportation to and from your home or office. 20-plus years of earning your trust. Virginia Auto Service. They're serious about service.
Grab your family and friends and check out the Good Guys 10th Spring Nationals Giant Car Show, March 15th through the 17th in West World of Scottsdale. Over 2,500 of the baddest rods, customs, classics, muscle cars, and trucks are rolling into Scottsdale, bringing all the horsepower you can handle. Shop the swap meet, vendor exhibits, and rock out to live music. It's all happening March 15th through the 17th at West World of Scottsdale. We're the Good Guys. Cool cars, cool people, good times. Details at good-guys.com. Gotta get to the car show.
Few cities are as car-centric as Phoenix, and this is the show that'll help you to better understand that machine you depend on to get around the valley. It's Bumper to Bumper Radio. KTAR News on 92.3 FM and the KTAR app for Android and iPhone.
Well, all righty. Welcome back to the second half of Bumper to Bumper Radio. I am Matt Allen, your KTAR car guy. Sitting in with me today is Kevin Rowe from I-17 Collision, and he's just one of the 3 body shops that we have on Bumper to Bumper Radio, and bumpertobumperradio.com, that is. I know we always talk about fixing your car, the everyday stuff, but occasionally you're going to get a dent, you're going to get a scratch, you're going to want somebody to fix that, and you should be prepared to do that. So I want you to go to bumpertobumperradio.com sometime today. And if your kids are driving, write it down for them and show them, or your spouse. They probably have a car too. And just go right down I-17 Collision, 23rd Avenue and Peoria, and the phone number 249-1706.
Oh man, you got that right off the top of your
head. I know
head.
it, dude. I know it. And then you go right down Scottsdale, First Class Auto Body, Scottsdale Road in Thomas. And then you go right down Campus Auto Body, Scottsdale Road, or it's actually McKellips and Curry, I think, or down in that area. And you write those down. So when you have that accident that you're going to have, it's going to happen. You're going to get rear-ended. You're going to tap somebody in front of you. You're going to spill the coffee. You better not be texting, though, because what's happening, Kevin?
Oh, my goodness.
Surprise just passed it. Tempe passed it.
Yeah, September. I am a huge advocate for the anti-texting, and honestly, the whole hands-free movement that's going on. If you are in your car, even talking on your phone, holding it to your ear can be a distraction. At the shop level, I'm dealing with collisions, and sometimes I see some pretty horrific stuff coming in the front gate off of tow trucks, and it's really heart-wrenching in a lot of ways for a lot of people. A lot of families get.
And there's no face there. You don't know who it is, but when you see blood in the car, see hair in the windshield. And there's sometimes you hear the whole story where there's been fatalities, all that kind of stuff because of distracted driving. Surprise, and I think September last year passed legislation that if you're in Surprise, you better be hands-free, otherwise you're going to get a $250. Surprise!
Yeah, little $250 surprise.
Johnny Funspoiler behind you with the red and blues on.
That's right.
And I think it was a secondary offense. They're moving that to a primary offense, kind of like the seatbelt. You could get a ticket if you got pulled over for something else. Now this can be the primary reason for a pullover.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm all for it. With our with the congestion in Phoenix just growing and growing, we're all feeling it. We're all on the roads, and things are just so tight and so distracted that you can't have one more thing.
Yeah, you can't. So we've got some other stuff going on. And Sarah in Mesa, hang tight. I'm going to get you to you in a minute. And speaking of Mesa, we've got on the phone Spencer from H&I Automotive out there in Mesa. Spencer, are you with me?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
I'm doing fantastic. So we are talking about cars and coffee this morning. We're talking about shiny cars and people pulling out their car and fixing them right. And lo and behold, you're having your 1-year anniversary celebration at your location, and along with a car show today, right?
Yes, we are. We've got a lot of shiny cars out there, too.
And so you're having. I saw some here. You got the best car. I mean, I got your little sheet here. You've got trophies for all kinds of different categories. The best car, best truck, best hot rod, best import. So parking lot's full of cars. You schlepping some hot dogs and having everybody over there in Mesa out to visit.
Yes, we are. We're actually doing a benefit for the military assistance mission this weekend. That's what the car show's all about. And all the money that we're raising is going to that cause. And then just another get-together with the people.
And where, Spencer, you have 2 locations, but this is at the new location. Where is that again?
This one's in Gilbert. It's northwest corner of Higley and Queen Creek.
Okay. And then how long is that going on today?
And we're going to be out here till 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. I can't tell me what I'm missing. I'm not there. I mean, we're in Central Phoenix. You got some sunshine out there in Gilbert and some shiny cars, or what's it looking like?
We got a decent cloud cover, so the weather's beautiful. The wind's blowing. This is a perfect day to be outdoors and enjoy what all these awesome cars we have out here. I'm looking out my window. We probably got about 20 different newer Camaros, and then on the other side we've got some older Camaros, older trucks. Lots of people walking around, having a good time, enjoying the weather.
Great. Are you feeding everybody?
Yeah, we got the tacos and more out here catering.
Very nice, very nice. And now, are you guys open for business on Saturdays? You're not fixing cars today, are you?
No, we're closed on the weekends, just Monday through Friday.
Right. Okay, good. So, folks, if you can get out to, if you're out looking for something to do, if you don't, there's a lot of new people in that area, a lot of new homes being built out there by H&I Automotive. Go out there and meet these guys. Spencer, it's his shop. Go out there and meet them because you're going to need somebody to fix your car, to change your oil and do that kind of stuff and do the brake jobs. And you want to have that relationship developed. Go, if you're out looking for something to do, go meet these guys before you need something.
Exactly.
And then you'll be prepared when you go in. So Spencer, again, one more time, what's the major cross streets? And you're there till 3:00 today?
Yep, Higley and Queen Creek, northwest corner. We got some balloons up. Pretty easy to see if you're heading south on Higley from the 202.
All righty, sounds good, my man. Thanks for being part of the program, and we're glad that things are going well out there, and you got a good turnout. So. Good luck with that, and we'll be interested to get some pictures up and get them on the website maybe next week and what happened.
Awesome. We'll get some pictures for you for sure.
All righty. Sounds good, Spencer. Be good. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. So, again, if you're looking for something to do out in the Gilbert area, H&I Automotive off Higley and Queen Creek, go look at the car show, go meet the guys, go tour their new facility there, and they'll get you taken care of. Kevin, we're going to quit our BS in here, and we're going to try and take care of somebody. I've got Sarah in Mesa on the phone. She's got a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. Sarah, how can we help you? You're on Bumper to Bumper Radio.
Thank you guys so much for taking my call today. In October, my car was in an accident. The front end was damaged, so that was replaced. The hood was replaced. The car was totally repainted. So I got the car back in December. And I noticed the other day that there's about 8 chips on the hood of my car and a couple of spots where it looks like the paint is about to chip. I understand that we live in Arizona, but I took it back in to the guys that had done the work just to get their opinion on it. And they said that we live in Arizona. It's probably just from rocks from the freeway hitting the hood, and to just get some touch-up paint and just deal with it. But my uneasiness with that is that prior to the accident, I didn't have any problems with chips on the hood because it was a newer car. Mm-hmm. I know those things happen over time, but now it just seems like 2 months back and I have 8 on the hood. So I don't know if it's something that is worth getting a second opinion, or do I just suck it up by the touch-up paint and just deal with it? If there's a difference between factory paint and aftermarket paint.
I don't know. I'm kind of like, gosh, I have this. I mean, windshield chips, or not windshield chip, but the hood chips, maybe they have some before pictures. Usually, Kevin, I know you took some pictures of a car that was fixed recently. I think it ultimately got totaled, but man, you guys did a heck of a library of pictures of the pre-condition of that car.
Absolutely. That's a must. And honestly, sir, with it never hurts to get a second opinion, but we are in Arizona, and when you're on the freeways driving, there's a lot of things that do happen, but having a second opinion can be helpful in this case, just for your own peace of mind. So,
yeah. You know what I didn't like? It probably.
Yeah.
Well, either take ownership of it or don't take ownership of it. And I kind of think for the body shop, and I don't want you to say who the body shop was, and I don't know.
No, I wouldn't.
But, if you went to where your insurance company suggested that you go, maybe there's a connection there, and you can call the insurance agent or call back and say, hey, here's my claim number from here. Can I meet an adjuster at the body shop because I think there's some deficiencies in my paint? And then go look at it with them, and maybe by that time they'll have the pre-accident photographs, Kevin. I mean, that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah, honestly, that is the next plan that I would recommend as well. It's if you don't feel like there's resolve on the body shop end of things, just to get a third set of eyes on it, which and they're already involved in your claim already, so that can be helpful. Okay. Or it might just confirm what the body shop actually said. You don't know when you're on the freeway if there's a bunch of 2 cars up, if there's a gravel truck in front, you don't really necessarily see it dumping in front of you, that kind of thing. It's just I haven't seen the vehicle, so it's hard to say.
That's exactly where I'm at. I don't know how far to take this.
Yeah.
I want to believe they did the best that they could do. And like I said, I don't know if it's just a difference of, hey, when it comes out of the factory, it's done this way versus
no, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. And I think too, Sarah, you might be a little more hypersensitive to the to the attention to that area, like you think there wasn't any there. But the old ones would have been taken care of, and I got to tell you, Kevin, on my car after the hood was painted, I did notice that the frequency of the chips seems that is more sooner. And so I was oftentimes wondering, too, is there something different where is the paint thinner? Where is it more suspect to chipping easier as opposed to the factory finish? I don't know.
No, it shouldn't be with proper repair methods and good quality materials. It should react like a OEM paint job. Mm-hmm.
So, Sarah, just I would, again, call your insurance company back, give them the claim number, especially if you went to a facility that they recommended. Then they're going to kind of work as your intermediary, if you will, and help you with that process. If not, maybe a second opinion. Check out one of the guys on Bumper to Bumper Radio if they're close to you. Your repair shop that you go to might have a good recommendation. That's what I would do. And then, Kevin, you ever do anything? One thing that she may consider, they have 3M makes a product called a Clear Bra, and it goes maybe 8-10 inches up the hood sometimes, and over the fenders where you're suspect of getting those chips. And then that will protect. I think they're $300-400 to apply. It depends on the car. It depends
on the make and model.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got one on the front of my 04 Tundra.
You do?
I do. Oh yeah, I believe in them because this is Arizona, and especially it's all a budget, and your make and model and the value of the vehicle and how you plan to how long you plan to hang on to it. There's all those criteria as well. Should I invest in a Clear Bra? But if you're planning to hang on to it, I recommend it. Or if we do a complete refinish for somebody, we always try to talk them into it because it does really keep the front of your vehicle fresh for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. So, Sarah, thanks for the call. I hope we were able to help you. We've got Darren and Greg will be coming up next, and we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Bumper Radio.
What's the right call after a car accident? Hi, Leo Petrozello for Campus Auto Body Salon. I invite you to check us out online and see why so many people have made us their first call following their accident. Bumper to Bumper Radio approved, 5-star rated with Yelp and CarWise.com, and A+ rated by the BBB. Make your first call the right call to Campus Auto Body Salon. Check us out online at campusbodysalon.com. Serving the Valley since 1973. Campus Auto Body Salon, the best care in collision repair.
Honesty and integrity, it's the only option. Hi, Spencer Doucet for H&I Automotive. H is for honesty and I is for integrity. We've built our business on these two principles.
Hi, this is Danny Grant.
And I'm Paul Garcia.
We're Spencer's business partners. Originally, we were customers that were referred by friends to check out this great shop in Mesa. We saw for ourselves how special the experience was at H&I.
Yep, we went from raving fans to good friends to enthusiastic partners when Spencer was looking to expand his business to the East Valley.
Thanks, guys. The overwhelming support from our customers, families, and partners has allowed us to celebrate the opening of our second, brand-new, state-of-the-art location in Gilbert. 2 locations, same principles. Quality service at a great value that you can count on for all your automotive needs. Backed with an industry-leading 60-month, 60,000-mile parts and labor warranty. We invite you to check us out at HIAutomotive.com.
There is nothing more important than family. Hi, Kurt Rock here for Kurt's Auto Repair. I brought my nephew and general manager, Jeff Rock, to help spread the word.
Thanks, Pops. Yep, the more things change, the more they stay the same at Kurt's. Family owned and operated, our ASE Master Techs and family ethics have earned us a perfect Better Business Bureau record for over 30 years. Just east of I-17 at 22nd Avenue in Bell, or online at mycarhurts.com.
Gas or diesel, foreign or domestic, if your car hurts, take it to Kurt's.
Well, Carrie, you don't get any accolades for this song. No, it's good. I know. She drives me crazy. She does at times. She could be many things. She could be my wife. She could be my car. She could be the boat. I don't have a boat. Yeah. Right. I got you here. I got the pickup. I was a little late there on the drive thing, but I'm picking up what you're laying down now. So thank you. You're back. Bumper to Bumper Radio. I'm Matt Allen. Kevin Rowe from I-17 is he's coming to fill in with the little guys because he's the big time now.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Not rock and roll, Mr. Country.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Country
his
music.
wife.
Sherry Rowe.
If you like country music, or just music, Sherry Rowe. What's her website, Kevin?
SherryRowe.com. It's SHARIROWE.
Yes.
SherryRowe.com. Yeah, it's very special. Very special.
Yes. So that's Kevin's wife, country music singer, and she's got some album. You guys have an album?
Oh yeah,
now?
We've got we've got a bunch.
Lots of music. So I'm not a country music guy, but I can listen to anything.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I listen to everything, but great music is great music. But yeah, Sherry's pretty spectacular, and she's got a bunch of stuff online, Spotify.
Easy on the
all
eyes
that
too.
Stuff. She is, I have to work real hard to keep up with that one because she is very beautiful.
Yes, you better stay in the gym, Kevin.
I
You're looking good, my friend, I must say.
I was there before I actually came to the show this morning.
I see that bicep pump. You got the veins popping and everything. So, but let's see. What are we going to do? We're going to help Darren in Queen Creek with his 82 Firebird. Darren, you're on Bumper to Bumper Radio. How can we help you?
Hi there. So I actually have a dad question. My son just turned 16, and he's looking to buy his first car, and he's found this 1982 Pontiac Firebird with about 150,000 miles on it. And I just want to know from your guys' perspective if there's anything major, those type of vehicles, or anything that we should look forward to if he does end up purchasing that old of a vehicle.
100 people have probably worked on it. I don't know what engine is it. There's a whole lot of things that could be. Is it the tune port injection?
He just said it's a 305 V8, but I don't know enough about them to know if it's one that's we're going to just keep dumping money into, or if there's anything major with that year, or maybe that vehicle type that you guys have heard of.
I just can't think of anything specific about that car. It's probably going to have an air pump. 82 is, I'm sure, carbureted. It may or may not be a feedback carburetor, which is electronic. I just can't remember. I don't think so. But it's worth taking to a shop and getting it checked out. You're out there in Queen Creek. Go over to H&I Automotive today. They're going to be there till 3 o'clock. They work on this kind of stuff. They got a beautiful shop. Go chat with them about the car, and maybe they can give you some tips. Or,
that's a great idea.
Or go talk to them about having a pre-purchase inspection done on the car. I mean, you're not buying a cherry car. It's clearly not going to be perfect and probably has some oil leaks. That's not what we're trying to find on a car like this. We're trying to find something major. Is the engine going to blow up? Is the transmission out of it? Is the steering gearbox? But all those parts, that chassis, if you will, that's the same stuff from a 82 to a whatever other rear-wheel drive GM car there was. I don't care if it's a truck. It's that same style of front end, same, double control arms in the front, and not anything real crazy necessarily. So
excellent. I might just go over to H&I. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd go do that. Go check them out. Say hi to Spencer, and and if you're looking for a shop, that's maybe a good alternative for you. If you don't have a home that you call your place to rely on for your auto repair, so
get some free food too, right?
Yeah, right. And get a taco.
Get at it.
Get a taco.
You guys.
You're welcome. Hey, I want to mention something else real quick. We're talking about cars today. I was out at Cars and Coffee. Spencer's got his car show going on right now at his shop. By the way, at the Chandler Police Department, there's a car show, a public safety thing going on today. Frank from Desert Car Care, another bumper-to-bumper shop, is out there. But the big daddy of car shows is coming to town in a couple weeks, March 15th through 17th. We've got Good Guy, or even longer than that, next Friday, I think it is, whatever it is. Good Guys Car Show up there at Westworld.
Show.
They've got the autocross. They've got all this stuff going on, and we have some tickets for you. So, and car shows are not, you go to these, I don't like cars, a bunch of musclehead, gearheads or whatever. No, the kids like this stuff. There's cool things out there. There's swap meets. I like you go get the big old turkey leg.
Yeah, they got vendors, all that stuff.
Thing. Model cars, all kinds of cool stuff for the kids. So we have a family 4-pack for the Good Guys Car Show. All you have to do is go to bumpertobumperradio.com, go to the contact page, and the first one that sends in an email with the picture of your favorite car. It could be a picture of your Honda Accord out in the parking lot. I don't care what that picture is. You could lift a picture off Pinterest or Facebook or off of Google Pictures or something. Just send us a picture of your favorite car. The first one to do that gets 4 tickets. You do that at bumpertobumperradio.com and look for the contact page. We're going to grab Greg in Mesa on a 2015 Dodge Challenger. Greg, how can we help you today?
Hey, sir. Glad to talk to you guys. Hey, been waxing cars for quite a few years and everything. I just started clay bar in the last 5 or 6 years, and it makes it nice and smooth, but now they're pushing paint sealant. I was going to ask the body and paint guy what he thought of paint sealant on top of wax.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Is that ceramic stuff, Kevin? Is that what you're talking about?
Is it the
Well,
ceramic?
they make ceramic and they make some other paint sealant. I mean, some of it can be real expensive, which is the ceramic. And I'm kind of getting two different things. Put the paint sealant on first, then wax, or else wax, then paint sealant. So I was trying to think what his expertise would direct me to do.
Break it down, Kevin.
If you go with the paint sealant, I recommend going sealant and then wax. Because wax it's kind of like putting oil on a paint job. You know, it's going to be it's a temporary filler for pores and contaminants. So if you can do a paint sealant on top of that, you want to do the paint sealant on the paint.
Well, because the wax is temporary, so you don't want to put a permanent over a temporary.
Exactly. So then to do the maintenance with the wax on top of that, and then again, so what I usually recommend is just a good Carnauba paste wax a couple of times a year.
Yeah, and let's talk about. We didn't talk about that, but when you go out, go wash your car and then go run your hand on the car. Very smooth, even with your microfiber, your clean microfiber cloths. The tops are going to give you more resistance compared with the side, right, Kevin?
Yep.
And there's just chances are you might have overspray on the car. You know, maybe you live somewhere where the neighbor painted their house or an office building and they're doing work. That little bit of overspray carries, and that's what you're feeling on top of the car, or a little dust particles get burned in a little bit.
Yep.
And so what he's talking about is clay bar. And I don't know where to buy clay bar at, but it's really a bar of clay. Right?
Yeah, bar of clay, and now they have them in mitt form where they actually they have this. It's not even clay anymore. Where they have, you can do the clay, or they have this a spray-on liquid and then rub it with this mitt, and it does the same function of getting all that microcontaminants off the paint, and it really, really smooths it out before you go to wax. It really makes a difference.
And you can tell the
can
difference.
feel
I
it.
mean, you can really, really tell. I mean, I'm serious. You go wax or clay bar your car to get all the other little stuff off, the contaminants, the oversprays, whatever gets burned on there, and then go next time you wash the car a week or two later, really feel the difference versus the tops and the sides. They're going to be the same. Or when you check it today, man, there's going to be a bunch more resistance sliding across the top of the paint than if you did on the side of the door or something like that. Well, we are glad you were able to join us today on Bumper to Bumper Radio. Hopefully the sun will peek through the clouds and you have that nice shiny car out there at the various car shows, and hopefully the Chamber of Commerce brings good weather for the Good Guys Car Show. And don't forget, you can win tickets to the Good Guys Car Show by going first person to email us a picture of their car or their favorite car. Doesn't have to be yours. Go to bumpertobumperradio.com. Send us that picture. We're going to get you a family 4-pack. You will not be disappointed. And if you don't win those tickets, maybe we'll have some for you next week too. You can always find them at bumpertobumperradio.com. There's a banner there for Good Guys. And Kevin, thanks for coming in. It's a pleasure always.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Great,
so fun.
Great hanging with you. And we will see you next week. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. And do not text and drive. Thank you very much.